Hello dear students. In introductory part of why do we fall ill, we have discussed what is meant by health. Let us continue with this video lecture now. I have already shared with you notes of this chapter. Go through this so that you can understand better. Human health and diseases. Every living organism, maybe plant or animal, requires food, that is nutrition, for its survival, maintenance, growth and development. So nutrition is very important part. Nutrition is required in specific amount, and proper dietary habits leads to sound health and proper mental development. So which person is said to be healthy? Actually, due to COVID-19, we have already understood the importance of nutrition. Healthy nutrition keeps our body healthy. Proper nutrition keeps our body healthy. So what to eat, what not to eat, how to avoid junk foods and all that, about this in these vacations we have learned a lot. Okay, so a person said to be healthy if one has no symptoms of disease and anxiety means dar, has no physical deformity, physically fit means he can run, he can walk, he can perform all his work properly, has no mental problem and social tensions. Okay, already in last video lecture I have discussed with you, that is how physical, mental, social well-being is called as a health. Has no psychological tensions. Some people are psychic, though they are looking normal, but psychologically they are imbalanced. So no psychological tension is also, it also includes in the definition of health. Has all the body organs functioning properly. Okay, has purposeful life. A healthy person is having purposeful life. He has decided some goal, he has decided certain targets and he is chasing for that. So purposeful life, and has sufficient balanced diet. These are said to be healthy. Here the definition is given by WHO. We have already discussed, that is in 1947 World Health Organization description that states health is a state of physical, mental and social well-being and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. So I told you that we have to discuss between healthy and disease free. So there is a difference. You will say disease free means healthy, but it is not. Okay. Significance of health. Good health is health body with healthy mind and healthy attitude. Good health increases our efficiency for doing work. The increased efficiency of a man due to good health contributes to his own progress. The progress of community and the progress of nation as a whole is due to healthy people. Good health also makes a man happy and cheerful. It allows a person to have the initiative for betterment. It makes living joyful experience. It keeps a person not only happy but also provides cheerfulness to the people surrounded by him. Good health is a condition for our purposeful existence in the world. So this is significance of health, importance of health. If you are healthy, you will keep this society, your family healthy, happy. But if you are mentally disturbed, if you are psychologically disturbed, you will obviously not could not keep your society and your family happy. If you don't have purpose for your life, you cannot be considered as a healthy. Some people we see they are physically fit but destructive in nature. Okay, some are having habit to steal the steal like thieves. They rob others things. Then some people wanted to disturb others. Okay, they cannot sleep without that. In whole day, if they cannot perform some destructive work, they cannot sleep properly in the evening. Okay, at the night. So such type of people cannot give happiness to the society, and that's why they are called as unhealthy people. Okay, we must spread happiness in the society, in our surrounding, and we must have some purposeful life. So health is very important for society and for well-being of humans. So this was about significance of health. Now community and personal health is a topic which we have to discuss now. Health of a person depends upon his personal habits as well as his environment. Now for example, the people who are living in slum areas, how their surrounding will be? Obviously it is bit dirty, we have experience. Now though that person is having healthy habits, but its surrounding, its environment is not conducive for its health. Like this is totally this section that health of a person depends upon his personal habits as well as his environment. One cannot remain healthy if his environment is not clean, isn't it? So in first lecture I told you economics should be added in the definition. Good economic condition and job are needed for individual health, so that the person can have balanced diet and be healthy. Social equality and harmony in the community are also important to maintain individual health. If neighbors of a person are healthy but possess no civic sense, that is, they are in the habit of throwing garbage in an open space and here and there, obviously flies, mosquitoes and other diseases causing microorganisms will grow on the filth thrown by them. So these microorganisms will infect nearby foodstuffs and thereby spreading diseases. So society or neighborhood or environmental conditions also play significant role in the health. Thus a person with his clean home but unclean neighborhood will become sick. Similarly, the health of the whole community depends on the person's personal habits of various individuals who constitutes the community. So healthy society, social sense is important in this regard. So the community health can be defined as all the personal health along with the environmental services for the improvement of health of community. Okay, that is called as a community health. It comprises all efforts for maintaining, protecting and improving the health of the people. WHO, that is World Health Organization, is doing remarkable work in the community health. So let us discuss about difference between personal health and community health. The state of physical, mental and social well-being is called as a personal health. Community health, it is maintenance, protection and improvement of health of the whole, that is society. Only the individual maintains his or her health in case of personal health. In case of community, community as a whole will be considered. Third point is, an individual can maintain his health by these four things: eating balanced diet, observing personal and domestic hygiene, consuming clean food, clean water and clean air, proper exercise, relaxation and good habits. In case of community health, the whole community remains healthy when community health can be achieved by provision for treated and safe drinking water, proper disposal of sewage and waste, providing medical facilities, control of communicable diseases and health education. So, this is the difference between personal health and community health. So, which are the factors which affect the sanitation of environment and all these things? The various activities involved in maintaining community health are as follows: maintaining proper sanitation of the environment by how to maintain proper sanitation, providing clean and safe drinking water, providing good sewage and rain water disposal system through underground pipes, proper garbage disposal, strict enforcement of anti-pollution laws, management of different types of environmental pollution by central and state control boards. Then second is providing proper facilities for prevention and control of diseases, such as preventing vaccination against a number of diseases like tuberculosis, diphtheria, whooping cough, tetanus, measles, hepatitis, polio, mumps, etc. Spraying mosquito and germ killing chemicals, insecticides and pesticides at regular intervals will maintain community health. Providing health education. Here, this is very important. When community health is concerned, society should be educated. Individuals' duties should be performed by everybody. So, this part is little important. People about the mode of transmission of diseases and mechanism to control communicable diseases, importance of balanced diet, effect of bad habit like alcoholism, addiction, etc. should be brought in through the notice of people or society. Establishment of healthcare services, primary health centers, district hospitals, community health centers, medical colleges, All India Institute, regional hospitals, etc. are established, and they are playing very vital role. We have seen during this pandemic situation. Prevention of food adulteration. This is important because healthy food will provide health. If there are adulterations, obviously food poisoning may take place or low nutrition diet may be served, which will bring effect on the health. Then providing maternity and child care centers so that mortality rate among children is reduced. Mortality rate means death rate to a great extent. Provision of family planning advice and medical care to school going children. All this will improve our health. So here we will stop now, and then henceforth we will see what is meant by disease and then distinction between healthy and disease free. So I hope you have written all these notes in your notebooks. If not, start writing. Every day 2-3 pages are possible to write for everybody. Change in the work will make you fresh. So whatever we have discussed till now, you can write it in your notebooks. If it is written, very good. If not, start writing about it, and then we'll discuss henceforth in next video lecture. Till that time, bye bye. Thank you.